Hello everyone! Today, in this video, we will discuss the reasons why many have difficulty losing weight in the abdominal region. Recently, there has been a rapid increase in the average weight of the global population. If we look at a picture of the Earth taken from space, it gives the impression that the planet is swollen, as if it were expecting a baby, and the sun was celebrating with a gender reveal party, exclaiming, "Congratulations!" How to measure your abdominal fat. A big belly can be compared to a bomb about to detonate in 3 minutes. The challenge is in deactivating it. It's not possible to eliminate just the belly. You need to work the entire body. Imagine yourselves as tailors for a moment. Take a measuring tape and measure the circumference around the navel. If it's above 80 centimeters for women and 90 centimeters for men, this video is especially for you. Remember, the measurement should be taken around the navel, not where the waistband of the pants sits, which is lower. Do this in the morning without clothes, and most importantly, don't hold your breath. Breathe out normally. This isn't a police interrogation. Be honest with yourself. And don't ask for your mother's opinion. If she's like mine, even with 102 centimeters, she will say, "What? But you're so thin. The tape must be wrong." Risks of abdominal fat. If you fit these parameters, it's time to act immediately. You can't postpone. Fat in the abdominal area increases the risk of heart problems, diabetes, strokes, and, crucially, if you contract COVID, the risk of complications is much higher. As I've said before, obesity can lead to cancer, which is fatal. So please, start acting now. Don't leave it for later. This situation isn't like a school exam, which we can leave to study at the last minute. In exams, at least we can write something. But if you suffer a heart attack, it might be your last moment. You won't have time to exercise then, as your heart will already be under extreme stress. Why do you gain abdominal fat? To effectively reduce fat in the abdominal region, it's crucial to understand its formation. Basically, there are 2 main ways to accumulate fat in this area. Number 1, if you eat more than you should, you will often face consequences not just visible, like weight gain, but also hidden impacts on your health. Most of the time, tasty and tempting foods are loaded with calories, fats, sugars, and excess salt, which can lead to the development of a prominent belly. However, the problem is not limited to aesthetics. Excessive consumption of these foods is associated with a series of health problems, including heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and other obesity-related conditions. It's important to understand that balance is key to healthy eating. This doesn't mean you have to completely eliminate the foods you like, but rather consume them in moderation. Integrating a variety of nutritious foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins into your daily diet can help maintain overall health and control weight. Additionally, regular physical activity is essential to maintain a healthy weight and promote overall well-being. Number 2. To reduce abdominal fat, it's essential to control both factors, both the quantity and the timing of meals. While controlling the amount of food can be challenging and requires willpower, it's a crucial step towards a healthier lifestyle. Starting with small changes, such as reducing portion sizes and avoiding constant snacking, can help make this transition more manageable. The second factor, focusing on the times when you eat, can be a bit easier to manage. Establishing a regular meal routine with consistent times for breakfast, lunch, and dinner helps the body better regulate its metabolism. Avoiding eating late at night, especially calorie-rich or heavy foods, is also crucial, as at night the metabolism slows down and the body doesn't process food as efficiently. Moreover, it's important to consider the quality of the foods you eat. Opting for a balanced diet, rich in fiber, lean proteins, fruits and vegetables, can help control appetite and improve metabolism, aiding in the reduction of abdominal fat. Why is this important? Just like us, who sleep at night and recharge to wake up in the morning, our hormones also follow a similar cycle of rest and activity. They have specific periods of sleep and wakefulness. For example, the growth hormone, responsible for the body's repair and vertical growth, not width growth, is mainly released at night. Insulin, a hormone that helps reduce fat and build the body, is secreted during the day, when there is sunlight and people are more active. The growth hormone can be compared to Batman, who works to repair Gotham City at night. On the other hand, insulin would be like Superman, who is active and flying under the sunlight. Insulin is produced by the pancreas and is crucial for our health. It acts by converting glucose or carbohydrates into energy, especially needed when facing a heavy load, like after a substantial meal. However, it's important to remember that, like us, insulin also gets tired after a day of work. At dusk, it rests, but many of us eat heavily at night, which is equivalent to waking up insulin and asking it to work again when it should be resting. How does insulin work? Insulin can be compared to a public employee who has a fixed working schedule, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If we force this hormone to operate like an IT worker who often works overtime, we won't get the best results. You might encounter situations similar to receiving an email asking to check a non-existent attachment. After sunset, the activity of all food-related hormones decreases, and their effectiveness drops considerably. Waking them up during this period is like buying low-quality pants at a 50% discount, which shrink and turn into shorts after washing. If you eat a hamburger after sunset, initially, insulin might try to digest it for you. But over time, it will start to cut corners, digesting only part of the hamburger, while the rest accumulates as fat in the belly. Eventually, when there's no more room in the belly to store fat, it will start to accumulate in critical places like the heart, liver, and brain, increasing the risk of heart attacks. Imagine the hamburger you ate traveling from the stomach to the blood vessels of the heart, blocking circulation. The tasty appearance of the hamburger may be deceiving, but there's a downside. However, there are things you can do to avoid this. First, you need to understand what your eating pattern and timing are. Please, take a notepad or use your phone to record the first thing you eat or drink in the day. For example, if you wake up at 7 a.m. and have coffee at 7:30, then 7:30 will be considered the start of your eating period. Remember, anything besides water counts as the first bite. Avoid black coffee if possible, but if you really like it, you can include it. Any addition to water, like lemon or vodka, also counts. Likewise, record the last thing you eat or drink in the day. If your last drink is milk at 8 p.m., for example, then this will be the end of your eating period. Thus, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. would be a 12-hour eating period. Ideally, you should sync your eating period with sunrise and sunset. Keep the eating period within 12 hours for best results, with an 8-hour period being even more effective. For example, I have my first drink or bite around 7 a.m. when the sun rises and finish my dinner around 5:30 and 6 p.m. with sunset. The eating period passes quickly, but the fasting period can be more challenging. After sunset, you might face a food battle in your mind, choosing between a hamburger and water. Choose water to avoid health problems. If you continue eating hamburgers after sunset, insulin will keep working, but with reduced effectiveness. This can lead to serious health problems, so it's important to make conscious choices about your diet. Time to act. As I've stressed several times, recognizing the problem is the first step to finding a solution. Therefore, I ask you to record your eating period from start to finish and share the exact times in the comments section. For example, if you wake up at 9 a.m. and have your first drink at 9:30 a.m., note 9:30 a.m. If your last drink, like a glass of milk, is at 10 p.m., write that down. This means your eating period is from 9:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. I want to see these times in the comments so I can help each of you reduce this eating period and thus facilitate the loss of abdominal fat. Think of the body like the earth, the belly like the moon, and the foot like the sun. When we look down, there's a solar eclipse in progress. You can't see the sun. In astronomical phenomena, a solar eclipse lasts a maximum of 7.5 minutes, but the belly eclipse can last much longer. It's time for you to do something about this belly eclipse. Otherwise, the only thing you'll see will be the full moon for the rest of your life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.